Bank officer pulled me to the side off the record and he said, "We're not going to get you a loan no matter what you do." And I said, "You're newly married, you're childbearing, and we don't think you're serious about doing this."
How did you get started in doing ultrasound?
Well, I started in 1976, right out of high school, at the University of Kentucky in X-ray. At that time, ultrasound was brand new, only in the universities, and I was a student. And when I did my rotation, I had an eye for it, and I hung out every chance I could in the ultrasound lab. And I was just that kid that would like look in the clouds and could always see things. So when people were looking at the dashes and dots, I could actually make out what was going on.
So as a woman, what kind of challenges have you had to face in the industry?
I went to small hospitals to cross-train techs. The goal was to go into these hospitals who bought equipment and train them how to use it. And the volumes were not large in these small hospitals, and so I ended up doing all the work. And by the end of my contract period, it became apparent nobody was doing it but me. And at that time, equipment was changing very, very rapidly. So at the end of that period, I thought, wow, all these places are getting ready to buy new equipment. I'm the only one using it. Why don't I buy it and take it with me and go everywhere? So that seemed like a great idea, and everybody was on board. I couldn't get a loan. And I had all kinds of commitments, contracts that were incredibly lucrative. And I would go and they would say no, they would turn me down. And I would say no's not the right answer for me. And so I would meet the next challenge and they would turn me down. And I had a physician who was willing to co-sign a $100,000 co-sign note, and I still got turned down. And I finally, like I don't get it. Everything, I've got contracts, I've got this, I've got that, I have all this stuff. And I had a bank officer kind of pull me to the side off the record, and he said, "We're not going to get you a loan, no matter what you do." And I said, "What?" He said, "Well, because you're newly married, you're childbearing, and we don't think you're serious about doing this." But I just said, "You just watch and see. You'll regret this." And I went somewhere else, procured a loan because it's not the right answer for me. And I ended up getting a loan, and I have consistently been in business ever since. I didn't understand that they weren't taking me seriously because of my age and my gender. And the first hospital I left, I was under contract, and I met the contract. And when I left there, the administrators told me I would never amount to anything, and I made $4.40 an hour. And I since then wanted to send them my W-2s occasionally.